What's going on, Socialites? Welcome back to another GPS Tracking, your podcast for everything you need to know about the global Pokemon Society and Pokemon news in general. It's episode 48. It's your commissioner, Ryan, joined this week by Anthony, head coach of the Pittsburgh Polteageist. How's it going, Anthony?
I am great. I'm refreshed from a recent vacation and happy to be here.
To the wonderful world of Disney, right?
Yes, the land of the rat, as some would say.
Right, the land of the rat. And joined again by Chris, a.k.a. Chris Elanius, head coach of the Diamond Desert Dwellers. How's it going, Chris?
Fantastic, Ryan. How's it going for you today?
Yeah, doing well. Getting over a cold, but we're on the home stretch. Knock on wood. But we got a good podcast today. Last week's podcast, we went over the Major League Draft. That's coming up this weekend, so definitely exciting stuff there. And this week, we're going to be going over the Minor League Draft and rules. And because that'll probably be going on the weekend after that. Still trying to hammer down exactly what day, because I know it's Mother's Day. So, Pokemon nerds are all mama's boys. So
I'm still living in their basements.
There you go. Hey, that ain't a bad gig. My mom doesn't even have a basement.
Well, there you go.
But yeah. So shout out to all the moms. Happy Mother's Day. Mom, if you're watching this, sorry.
I hope you're proud.
Yeah, I hope you're proud. Are you proud, Mama? Are you proud?
I can't believe you've done this.
But she did get me all those McDonald's cards that we opened. So
you opened a lot of those too.
Yeah.
Mom in the club.
13 of them. Well, I wasn't gonna buy Happy Meals. I'm a grown ass man. I ain't stooping that low.
A child.
She doesn't eat Happy Meals. She barely eats anything right now. But anyway. So we got a lot to get into, guys. So without further ado, let's hop right into this. All right. I'm going to just zoom in a little bit for the folks at home. All right. That should be good. All right. Rules. The good stuff.
Lovely.
Our favorite.
All right. A lot of this is a repeat from the Major League, so we won't go over too much. Everybody's got a team. Stay tuned for later in the podcast where I reveal the draft order, so you'll see and get a little knowledge about all 8 of the teams in this year's minor league, including Anthony's fiance, who's a new team. So, and of course, Chris, the defending runner-up, will be there.
So
as well.
Clearly, we both have some stakes in this one.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right. So draft, kind of same thing. 10 rounds, all 8 teams. This is giving away a little bit of what the tier list is, but we're doing the same thing as we did last season, where the minor league tier list isn't necessarily based on power level, but based on kind of like the role of the Pokemon. So last season we did like offensive, support, weather, trick room. Like we tried to have everybody have like a couple different gears and cogs of what makes a good doubles team. So like everybody would have like the same sort of options. So this season we're doing 2 leads. The lead matchup is very important in singles. 2 walls or pivots, depending on how you want to define them. 2 sweepers, so your straight out offensive Pokemon. 2 utility, so these are the guys. They can do a little bit of everything. You got your rapid spinner hazard remover guys. You got some weather setters in the utility that will show. You got like your status spreaders and everything. So got those, and then 2 free picks. So the free pick is kind of like, I don't know what to put you in. You're not that good.
Yeah.
Go here.
But you have to pick 2 of them.
But you got to pick 2 of them. But we have an interesting rule when it comes to these free picks. So we kind of let people have some flexibility with them. All right, going over transactions. Same thing as the majors. between weeks 3 and 7, you'll be able to get free agent picks, and you'll be able to trade with other teams if the coaches want to. You are limited to 1 change from your lead, wall, sweeper, and utility tiers for the whole season. So the 2 walls you pick, you'll get to switch one of them for a free agent if you want, or you can trade them too, but you can only drop one of them for the free agent. But for the free tier, you get unlimited swaps. So every week you could just add and drop your free picks as you want, which, I don't know, could make it a little chaotic. I think the people who kind of study the matchups and can kind of like look into things will be able to kind of prepare themselves every week. So that's a little scary, but at the same time, I think that benefits the people who actually are going to put the time and kind of planning into this. What do you think about that, Anthony?
Yeah, I definitely think it gives some advantage to people that want to take the time. But I mean, the reason they're in the free category is, if you're able to do something creative with them, more power to you, is what I would say. You know what I mean? If you want to play around, switch it up, do what you want, I'm all for that. Breed some creativity, and hell, give something for the fans to watch, some exciting maybe Pokemon that aren't used as much.
Yeah, for sure. I think it'll at least help people. Like, they'll be able to pick Pokemon that they're comfortable with in the like other tiers, and then the free tier you can cover like some of your matchups maybe a little bit from week to week. You know. All right. So continuing on, you can't add Pokemon that were dropped by another team in the same week. This is just kind of like a waiver wire rule. So to encourage people to pick up their free agents earlier in the week instead of waiting till the end of the week. All right, the regular season, so 7 games. Everybody plays everybody, so it's a 7-game round robin. We'll be releasing that schedule following the draft. Each coach, you got to coordinate your battle and record your wins, losses, everything. It is not a best of 3, though. That would be crazy.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the coordinating in the minors league goes a little bit better this season than it was last season.
Hey, we cut the the what's the word, Anthony? You're a good person with words.
The weak links.
A word troubling team. Yeah, the trouble team.
Yeah, we cut the kind of like the heavy weight holding everybody else down, I think.
More like the dead weight.
Yeah, the dead weight. Yeah.
Fair.
I was not an English major. I can't say that.
Neither was I, but hey, send it my way.
But you talk to people like all day about things, Anthony. Like you got to be good with words.
I mean, I guess feelings aren't many words.
Feelings. All right. So then in the postseason, everybody makes the postseason. It's just going to be based on how you kind of rank. Playoffs, again, will be best of 1 until the finals, which will be a best of 3. The winner, if we actually get a winner who wants to stick around this time, will go to the majors, and the semifinalists will be able to compete for a major league, but they're going to have to beat some of the major league kind of losers to get up there. So I think that'll be an interesting thing this season. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more movement up and down, perhaps.
Can I make a prediction?
Yep.
Yeah, I think the Desert Diamond Dwellers might take it this season.
Oh,
they
snap.
might, yeah.
Called shot.
They might take that W. Single battles? I don't know.
I appreciate the confidence.
I'm not going to hold anything against you because we do have a lot on your team, so I don't know what to expect from them. I mean, you were the finalist last season, so you're definitely the one with the target on their back this season. So just own it and take it all the way.
Oh yeah.
All I know is the Memphis Muse does have someone here to help him, guide him along the way in a little bit of a nurturing way. Not naming any names, but I hear he's pretty good.
Yeah, That's kind of like the Denver Ninetales crutch as well. So, but anyway, all right. So, going to the battle rules, this is a little bit different than the majors. We banned a little bit more stuff just to keep it more competitively balanced. Single battle, 6v6, best of 1, all set to level 50. No duplicate items. Pokemon sharing the same national dex number can't be on the same team in the same battle. So again, you can't have like Darmanitan and Galarian Darmanitan. Pokemon with alternate forms or abilities not available in the game prior to May 1st are not allowed. So that's just like, I use the same example. They released the Sing Pikachu in the middle of last season, and I had to tell the coaches who had Pikachu on their team, like, no, you can't use the Sing one, because when we drafted and everything, nobody knew that Pikachu would get Sing. Not that I think it would have mattered, but just a
I was going to say,
thing.
if you're using Sing on your Pikachu, I am all for it.
I was watching Aaron Cyberstrong Zhang, and he went up against a team that had a Sing Pikachu. So
the accuracy of that move, good luck.
Yep.
Smirgle in Pokemon Go is banned from like their PvP league for the same reason, because it copies the moves of whatever Pokemon you take a picture of to spawn it. So you could get like a Smirgle that knows Sing, or like Draco Meteor.
Yep.
Fun stuff.
Stupid.
Yeah, Smeargle's one of those where it's like Mew's bad enough that it can learn every TM and TR and everything, but I mean, you made a Pokemon that can literally learn anything, like with Smeargle. But so it makes a good support Pokemon. But anyway, Dynamax is banned, so no Dynamaxing this season. Kind of straight old school singles here. The following moves are banned: Baton Pass, so no setting up shenanigans. One-hit KO moves. Those are just feel bad moments when you got somebody and then you get hit with a sheer cold and you're like, well, there's that. Evasion boosting moves, double team minimize, and then rest. A couple of these are just to prevent stalling, because we do have a clock that we gotta be mindful of for the matches. The following abilities are banned: Moody, Shadow Tag, and Arena Trap, so trapping abilities, and Sandveil and Snow Cloak, so evasion boosting abilities based on the weather. Again, just to keep it more competitively balanced in the minors. Again, it feels bad when Doug Trio switches in and traps you, or when you miss 3 attacks in a row against, Glaceon,
the one thing
or whatever.
I'm noticing now, Ryan, that I didn't pick up earlier, which is my bad, but noticing now, are we going to allow Bright Powder as an item?
I think that's okay, because it's not like you can stack Sandveil and Bright Powder. Like, if you want to put Bright Powder on one of your Pokemon, I mean, that's one thing. I think when you stack it on top of this, and then all your opponent's moves are 20% less accurate, that can be like a big hindrance.
Fair.
But I mean, if you want to throw Bright Powder on some random Pokemon and then it gets hit anyway because 100% turns to 90%, then I mean, I don't know. We've never banned that before, so.
Fair.
And people have tried using it and it hasn't worked out. So I mean, if somebody wins because no one ever hits their Bright Powder Pokemon, then I might rethink that. But
good to know.
All right, and then the sleep clause: no more than one opposing Pokemon may be put to sleep at a time. And if a match reaches timer, the winner will be decided by the game. Any coach can appeal this if they think that their opponent was purposefully stalling or playing at a slow pace. Again, it's not that, Pokemon like Toxapex, Pokemon like Blissey, I want people to still be able to use those, but just understand that there is a timer. Don't be,
that guy.
Purposefully
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, don't be that guy. If it becomes a problem, like if that happens week 1, I might be like, okay, it's the first week, whatever. But if it happens again in week 2, week 3, then I'm gonna be like, okay, guy, cut it out.
I think especially in the minors, we're gonna be a little less harsh on that to start.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Again, if it's like a repeat thing, but in the majors, I expect people to kind of know how to play at a certain pace. Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. Forfeits. That just talks about if we had forfeits last season, so I'm sure people know how that goes. If we don't hear from you, then we're just going to forfeit for you, but we are pretty lenient with giving time extensions. Just make sure you're communicating with everybody. And of course, we can change the rules whenever we want, but
Because we're awesome.
within reason.
I don't make the rules; I just create them.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a
wait.
different thing.
Yeah, totally different.
All right, so we get to the tier list. First off are all the banned Pokemon. No mythicals, no legendaries, minors. Don't worry about none of that. You don't need that sort of shenaniganry
Tomfoolery.
here. Exactly. So very big contrast compared to like the 5 Pokemon that are banned in the majors. But all right, and then again, we kind of spoke about the way that we broke this up was leads. So let's just take a time to kind of like go through this. Anthony, how do you feel about the well, first let's talk about how do you feel about the different roles that we chose? Do you feel like that kind of personifies what a singles team?
Yeah, I think you definitely we definitely put some good categories for typically what you see in singles teams. Little behind the scenes action for those watching the podcast. We were discussing a little bit of this before we started on, and unfortunately some Pokemon can't fit into multiple roles. I like to throw that out there right away. Don't get at us in the comments and you're like, oh well, is this really a wall, or is this more of a sweeper? The reality is a lot of these Pokemon can serve multiple functions, or arguable to be in one category and could be in another one. But I do think after kind of reviewing it as the ERC and you, Ryan, I think that we've got some pretty good roles, and I think they're all pretty accurate, for the most part. Again, might be a few here and there that could fit into multiple categories. We just have to pick one.
Yeah, and I do also want to say that I made this tier list before Andrew of the Paris Saint-Germain shared that video that goes over roles. So I was kind of like ahead of that video drop, which it actually was a good video for those in the Discord who didn't watch that video. It was a pretty good video. So especially people who haven't played singles or competitive in a while, I would definitely check it out just to kind of learn some of the team building basics. It was a good video. Nate likes chicken. For those who watch him, that's the video we're referring to. All right, so for the leads, a lot of these are weather setters, because obviously if you're building like a team that goes around weather, you want to get your weather up kind of early. Hazard setters are also key in this. Some of them fit both roles. You got Torkoal and Tyranitar that kind of fit both roles. They set up weather and they set up hazards,
set up
as
rocks.
well.
Yeah, set up those rocks.
You also got really fast leads such as Gyarados. Excadrill can be a powerful lead. Mamoswine. Just some like fast sort of Pokemon as well that can kind of do different things and scare out frailer hazard setters that your opponent might lead. We got some sticky web setters on there. I'm always a fan of a good Acelgor. You throw up a layer of spikes or two, and then you final Gambit out of there.
Gotta love the Incineroar as well.
Yep, Incineroar. I mean, Intimidate Pokemon are really good as leads too. Incineroar, Crocodile. You can Parting Shot or U-turn out of there. With Crocodile, if you want to run Scarf, you can start getting Moxie going. So
yeah, guaranteed spikes with Prankster Klefki.
Yep, Prankster Klefki with spikes or screens. You could lean dual screens if you want to try and do some setup shenanigans there as well.
Yep, absolutely.
So that was our thought process behind the leads. Now we go to the walls. Chris, did you want to say anything in general about the walls category?
I think there's some great options in here. Overall, I want to say real quick that I think these categories for the minors are really good because they're like really self-explanatory for what they are. Like your walls, for example, are those bulky Pokemon that either have the high defense or can just take a hit, which I guess is just defense. And there's some great
Or
choices.
HP. You could have really high HP as well, and
Like,
that'll take some stuff.
I mean, I don't think Lickilicky's in here, but Lickilicky has like 560 HP depending where you're at. So I might be a little off, but the walls, I'm definitely gonna have some fun with this category, I think.
Yeah, for sure. So we kind of go through that. Just as Chris said, some really good defensive staples. Clefable, the Slowbros and Slow Kings. You got the Weezings that are good on the defensive side. Of course, Chansey, Blissey, Skarmory, Corviknight. Just these Pokemon that are really hard to break through when your opponent brings out their sweeper. This is probably the Pokemon that you're going to throw in front of it as long as you got like a resist or you're neutral too. And yeah, like Chris said, they kind of speak for themselves. They're the Pokemon that you need to throw out there to stall somebody out. Definitely look for moves such as Toxic on there because that'll be
definitely very common.
Do damage. Yep. Definitely make sure you have like some healing moves. Like Corviknight can get Roost, like a Roost bulk up. Brave Bird set is always really good with Corviknight. Defog as well. That way you can switch in on hazards, defog them away, roost off some damage. And if you feel like you're in good position, you can start bulking up and actually turn your Corviknight into a sweeper.
Yeah, definitely. What I like about the walls category here is there are a lot of different roles that even walls can play. You know what I mean? You've also got setup walls. Ferrothorn sets up. Both rocks and spikes.
Yeah, same with Skarmory too.
Yep, absolutely. And then you've got like more cleric Pokemon. I mean, Umbreon. Heals up a lot, and
Wish support too.
Wish passing. Yeah, Wish passing with Vaporeon and Umbreon, certainly powerful. And then you can run on Blissey in the past, or Blissey or Chansey. I've run Aromatherapy, which is great for helping out your team.
Yeah, removing those status conditions and everything.
Absolutely. So a lot of different roles you can do with your walls.
Yeah, for sure. All right, moving on next, we got the opposite of the walls. We got the sweepers, or you could probably also put Wall Breaker in there. But kind of, again, your offensive, powerful Pokemon. Anthony, what do you think in general about this tier?
I always love a good sweeper on my team. I say never leave home without one. You got to have a good sweeper that's going to clean up. Again, you've got some that are more your, strong, bulky kind of sweepers. Metagross definitely comes to mind here. Conkeldurr. They can take a few hits and still hit you hard. You've got more of your, glass cannon Pokemon, certainly with like Cinderace. And Teleon, those are more we're going to hit you, try to kill you before you hit us kind of Pokemon. I think there's a lot of utility there. And then again, you can get a little, some of these you could build bulky, you could build just hard hitting, a Azumarill comes to mind. You could either do like a Choice Band or, more one that kind of bulks up a bit and then kind of goes in. Dragonite, again, a bulky Dragon Dancer certainly is an option. There's a lot of different kind of abilities here that are present, and again, some you might want to go for more just like a pure setup and sweep, or more of a revenge killer. There's lots of different options here.
Yeah, I think speaking to that point too, Rillaboom is really good, as it can be both a revenge killer with Grassy Glide, and you can also set up with a Swords Dance. So if you have your sweeper and let's say like one of your Pokemon dies and you put in your sweeper and it has a good matchup against your opponent's Pokemon, 9 times out of 10, your opponent's going to try and switch out into something. That could be your time that you can get up a Dragon Dance, you get up a Swords Dance. As Anthony spoke about Azumarill, you can get up a Belly Drum. And again,
just go to town.
Yeah,
at that point.
At that point, like if you have that, you might just be able to Aqua Jet through that whatever Pokemon your opponent brings in, if it's a Azumarill, or you might be able to just one-hit KO something with a Grassy Glide. Maybe not a Corviknight, but could be something.
That 4 times resist.
Yeah,
not a good time.
Yeah, just you gotta know your calcs on some of this stuff. What you need to pick off early before you know that you can start setting up to sweep. But that's stuff that I think coaches who are prepared and think about their calcs and their matchups will they'll prove that they can move up to the majors and make it far in the minors. So we'll see how that goes. Mm-hmm. I want to see people use the Gen 8 fossils, especially
you love
the
those
Slush
fossils.
Rush
You love Slush Rush fossils.
Yes, I want Arctozolt to go in, and I want Arctovish to kill Dracovish because it walls Dracovish with Water Absorb as well. So
they put in a surprising amount of work, when used correctly.
Yeah, for sure. And their hidden abilities are nice too, because you don't have to dedicate a Choice Scarf to them. Like I still think that Strong Jaw, Choice Scarf, Dracovish is still better than Sand Rush, just because you don't have to guarantee that the sand's always up. But all the rest,
Dracovish is a monster, so
yeah. But all the rest, I think their weather abilities are better because you hate missing a hustle from Dracozolt, so I'd rather just have Sand Rush and know that I'm always gonna Choice Banded Bolt Beak. You don't have no ground. Pfft, get out of here.
You did.
All right, next we got the utility Pokemon. So these are Pokemon that can fill several different roles. Yeah, I mean, we could spend here all day talking about what each one kind of does. A lot of these could be weather dependent. We see weather setters such as the Ninetales, Politoed, Pelipper, if you want to try to run a rain team. We got some hail setters down in here as well, Vanillix. So there's definitely quite a bit of stuff going on here.
Scrafty, bit of a revenge killer in there too, or bulk up setter.
Yep, the Rotoms, a lot of the Rotoms are down here. You can run them bulky, you can run them offensive. You can do some different things with them.
Yep. Prankster, Starmie, rapid spinners. I think that's an important topic to bring up. You notice there are a lot of rapid spinners in this category. So, an important little advice to the minors if you feel like you've got some Pokemon that are pretty weak to Stealth Rocks, because the big difference for anyone that was in last season and wasn't in the previous season with singles is that, hazards are a huge deal in singles compared to doubles where they are literally crap. No one sets up hazards in doubles, but in singles, they make or break a game. And, if you have a team that's got, something very weak to fight, a lot of flying types, a lot of fire types, bug types, where rocks are going to be a problem for you. You really need to be thinking about a defogger or a rapid spinner.
Yeah, or throw some boots. Throw some boots on that Volcarona.
Yeah, boots did a lot.
So, but yeah, throw some boots on that Charizard. Those boots were made for Charizard to kill things. So, definitely check that out. But yeah, whatever you need to fill out your team, you're going to be able to find here in the utility. I'll say that much. And last but not least, we got the free tier. So I can't even really fit this all on the screen. So we're going to have to zoom out a little bit. Oh my goodness, I still can't fit it all on the screen.
One of the key players of my team will be coming from this section, I believe.
Oh, really? You already calling what you're going to draft? I don't know. Someone might take it.
Let's not reveal that out.
What was it, Licky Licky?
Not this time.
He brought it up. He spoke about it.
I'm afraid Licky Licky went the route of Majin Buu and fell asleep for this whole next
the whole
season.
Tournament of Power.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
if it's Stunfisk, I will laugh my ass off.
Hey,
I hate Stunfisk.
Regular Stunfisk can at least do some things. Just don't go with Galarian Stunfisk, because That guy's
Spoiler, minor league, don't go with Galarian
Yeah.
Stunfisk sitting in this
regular
tier.
Stunfisk can do some things. Ground electric isn't that bad of a typing.
It does well in Go Battle League, surprisingly. Galarian Stunfisk.
Are you gonna do all your picks off of Go Battle League? That'd be an interesting thing.
Well, I
That
was
would be a
trying,
choice.
when I did the first season, or the fourth season last time, I was trying to do like a Pokemon Go inspired team since I'm that guy. And I was like, all right, first one I gotta choose, Melmetal, right? And then I take a look at the list. I'm like, this whole thing is screwed up.
Get out of here.
That's right. But yeah, I mean, there's still good Pokemon you can get down here depending on what sort of team you want to run. You know, you'll find your utility. Like if you can't get Venusaur on your Sun team, you can get Vileplume or Lilligant. You know, you can still get some decent Pokemon here.
Vileplume is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. So if someone wins with Vileplume, you get hats off to you because I love Vileplume more than I can put into words. Also of note, just to really quickly note too, just a random one that I've spotted on this list, you know, just to give to the minor leagues. Wobbuffet is an awkward pick because you can't run its main ability.
Yeah, you can't run Shadow Tag, so in the
Telepathy
minors.
it is.
Yep, but yeah, prediction dependent, of course.
There's some really
I
good
probably
choices,
don't recommend it. Yeah. No, you'll be able to fill out your stuff. Like Primarina's down here, which is actually pretty crazy. Pick Primarina.
That's a sweeper potential if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, it's slow, but it'll hit hard. So Primarina's really good. You know,
I've never seen that Pokemon before.
Primarina.
Yeah.
That is the third form of what's his name? Poplio. Poplio.
This was my Pokemon Sun starter.
I skipped that gen.
If anyone remembers the memes of yesteryear, Diggersby though, Diggersby.
Yep, huge power. Diggersby's a good choice too.
I love Diggersby.
Choice band. Hey, you can't run Urshifu, but you can run Pangoro. So
sure can.
Pangora's the original Urshifu. He's a bear and everything. What the hell? They got lazy.
I am biased to love bears, but
there you go. Escavalier's a good defensive choice that also hits really hard as long as you don't go up against fire Pokemon.
Talonflame RIP used to be amazing until they nerfed Gale Wings.
Yep. But it can still do some things.
Hey, last season I showed the power of Centiskorch in one of my matches. So hey, you got Centiskorch down in this down this field. White Smoke's a hell of an ability. Still hits like a truck. It's slow, but it hits hard.
Yeah, got good attack stat, and like you said with the White Smoke, you can't be reduced with your stats, so that's always
set him up and go to town. Give him some coils.
You got like Sceptile down here, hurt by its move pool, but you can do some stuff. Unburden and Swords Dance and everything. You can get a scary sweeper from Sceptile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely some options down here.
Yeah. Ludicolo is really good if you got a rain team.
Yeah, it's a great rain sweeper, actually. Ninjask is really fast.
Yep, it learns Swords Dance too, so protect Swords Dance.
Subsetters, yeah.
I really like Lantern from this section as well.
Yeah, Lantern in the right matchup, you get Water Absorb, you get Volt Absorb, you can switch it in and out of different things.
Huge.
Gets
Glaceon and a Hail team.
Yep.
Hits hard. Blizzards that always hit. And that special attack stat is insane. Yeah, I think there's definitely some options here. I don't want to say that this tier is all trash. You know what I mean? There's definitely some decent options in the free category. It's not just terrible Pokemon. There's uses for a lot of them.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just make sure you use it to fill out your weaknesses and all that. But yeah, so that's
unless you're the Diamond Dwellers, then you're basing your team around them.
You guys laugh now. Just wait. It'll be an incredible season.
Maybe he was
see you in
playing
the
dumb.
majors.
Maybe Primarina was the one he was picking. He's playing dumb, Anthony. Like, oh,
What's
who's
this
that?
Primarina? Who's this Pokemon?
Who's this? What? I don't know.
I've never even heard of Alola.
Choice Specs, Moonblast, and Hyper Voice, Liquid Voice. Oh goodness, never.
Me oh my! How
Did it get
turntable.
flip turn?
Oh boy,
Did it get flip turn? I gotta Google that.
I have no idea.
I gotta Google that. All right, so yeah, so any kind of last thoughts on the rules or the tier list, Anthony? Anything you wanted to mention that we might not have gone to?
No, I think we covered it all. Like I said.
Oh my God, it gets flip turn. So you can just bring this in, flip turn around until you get in the position you need.
Got him. Making notes.
No.
No.
Oh, hey.
But anyways, comments. Now,
Choice
I think
Specs Primarina. I'm calling it MVP.
Hey, listen, Primarina's a monster.
Yep.
But anyways, no, I think the biggest thing is, for the minors is we did, Ryan mostly in the ERC, along with it. We did the work of kind of showing you what are the basic categories of what you want to be looking for in singles battles compared to doubles battles and everything like that. Definitely I would recommend to any minors teams watching this, do a little extra research, kind of see what we're if you don't know what we're talking about when we say like revenge killer or like setup sweeper, it might sound very easy to us, who have experience with that, but to some that might be kind of confusing or don't know what we're talking about. Feel free to do a little bit of that research. We can only do so much in kind of setting up those categories. And again, like I said, the secret is that some of those Pokemon fit into multiple categories. So just because you don't get maybe the sweeper you want doesn't mean you couldn't find that sweeper in a different category, a different sweeper in a different category, what I mean? So because
You
some
can
of them
even
do
take
fit
some
multiple
walls and
roles.
turn them into sweepers. Like Galarian Slow King is
Hits
really
hard.
good. You set up a couple calm minds and that thing is gonna just truck through people in the matchup. Doesn't have too many weaknesses, so
Has Regenerator. Very
yep.
powerful.
So yeah, swap it out when you start getting low. Or Assault Vest is a very popular set with that as well, but you can't calm mind with that. But you could also belly
you
drum
can't.
with a Slow Bro or a Slow King and really throw stuff on for a loop.
Just go wacky. Yeah. And like we were saying, in the free, especially in the free category, Primarina is a sweeper, you can, and yeah, feel free to play around in that free category, and there's Pokemon that we didn't put in that tier list that you can certainly use and may be viable more than we are realizing. You know what I mean? If you're able to crack it, hey, crack it.
Yeah, definitely. Chris, what about you? Any last thoughts? You're the one who's going to be picking from this tier list and, benefiting from these rules. So do you feel like you made it to your advantage?
I don't think so. Most of my opinions were in compliance with everybody else's. We all were on the same page.
Yes, we are all
He's
a hive
lying.
mind.
He was trying to move it around.
I mean, I wasn't Venmoing the other, members trying to get them to agree to certain
Speaking
things.
of which, that didn't go through. We need to talk after.
Yeah, I think I missed a digit. We'll talk.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
No, I think it's going to be great. I'm excited to see what the other teams do with these because last season got very creative and it was exciting to see. Even the times I lost, I was like, whoa. So I'm excited to see more of that, but I'm also excited for myself because I've learned how to strategize, right? And singles, even though I haven't been in the competitive scene, singles, it's just what you do. That is Pokemon. So I think this might be a different situation for me altogether. And
It's
I
like
think
a bad Nike's commercial. It's what you do.
Yeah.
It's not just do it. It's what you do.
It's what you
Pokemon.
do.
Pokemon, it's what you do.
Phrasing? On that?
I might have to make a T-shirt for that. Oh, speaking of which, everybody, check out link down below. Our new merch went live this past week, so check that out if you want to support the GPS. And hopefully soon we'll have some codes I'll give out to the coaches so they can.
I'd be wearing
on
my
their
Polteageist
content.
shirt once I get it in next time I'm on the podcast. Definitely love to see some more people buying that shirt. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge,
Yeah,
hint,
there you
hint.
go.
Please love me. Someone
Maybe
love
I'll
me.
give something away to whatever team sells the most stuff at the end of the season too. Like, oh, you have the most.
Are we
fans
at
who are
Girl
willing to-
Scouts now? We're the Girl
Yeah,
Scouts
yeah.
now.
Are there restrictions on, like, you know, if we happen to buy enough,
A lot.
buy the most for ourselves?
I mean, that's fine because I'm still getting the money. So
No, but if there was a prize,
yeah, there's a prize.
a team that bought 20 shirts just for themselves.
Yeah.
My strongest thank
Yeah. There
you.
might be a pretty good prize.
Yeah.
Depending on how much we can get this season. We're off to a great start thanks to Anthony, but
But I had to
yeah.
buy for me and another team. It's a problem.
Yeah, a few teams have already bought stuff. I was actually pleasantly surprised the day I put it up how many people were kind of like, yeah, this is what I want. So I'm hoping, we've had some fans before get stuff. So if you're a fan, definitely support us because I would love to keep making this league bigger and better. And one of the ways to do that is to reward all the coaches who take part in that. And the best way to reward people is by giving them stuff. And
I like stuff.
And you
And things.
you can't get
things.
things and stuff for free anymore. Apparently, so
Not with that
I've
attitude.
asked. I went to Walmart. I was like, "Can I have free stuff?" And they were like,
Did you ask about things?
"Oh, I
That was
forgot
your
the things.
That was your mistake.
I forgot the
Yeah.
things. I think they were out of things. I think that was the problem.
This just in, Walmart out of things.
Out of things. Plenty of stuff, but stuff costs money. We are out of things because things are free, so people take them.
That's another shirt. Walmart.
Yeah.
Out of stuff.
Out of things, only stuff.
Out of things. We only have stuff.
So, yeah, definitely check that out. And if you have a cool idea for a T-shirt you'd like me to design, we'll definitely throw that. We have almost all the teams. There's a few that I gotta rework their logos because they didn't transfer very well to the Teespring store, which happens sometimes. So I just gotta get them in the vector and do all that sort of stuff. So it might take me a week to find the time to do all that. But
I totally say right around the time of the finals, maybe not this season or whatever, we do almost like a Super Bowl, this team versus this team.
Oh,
limited
yeah.
edition
We could do
shirt.
that.
That'd be sick.
Oh yeah, like the finals or
yeah,
Da-da-da-da-da. That'd be sick.
yeah, I could do something like that. I have the star Pokemon from each team representing it too. Yeah, I can work something on that. But yeah, definitely check that out. We appreciate all the support because the support will help everybody, like I said. And we're very close to 500 subs. Who knows? Maybe we already hit it because we're recording this a day before it goes up. But yeah, and if we do hit that 500 before the start of the Season 5 Majors Draft, which is this Saturday, I don't know
Maybe some
yet.
stuff
But
and
I'm going to
things.
I'm going to go to
Stuff and
Walmart and I'm going to
things.
get some stuff.
He's gonna pay for that stuff.
We'll figure something out. I'm probably going to do a lot of swag. I got some cool ideas for special merchandise stuff that I'll just make a one of. So, hey, it'll be a collector's item. Who knows? In 5 years, we might hit 10,000 subs
600?
and you could be popular.
We may
Yeah.
hit 200 subs in 5 years. Hey.
Yeah. So, who knows? But yeah, thanks guys for joining me. Everybody watching, stay tuned. We're going to go over the draft order for the minors, and we got an interview with Jason Sprouse, aka Sprouse Squad head coach, the Sin City Squirtles. Thanks again, Anthony and Chris, for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
adios.
All right, Socialites, we're here for the Season 5 Minors Draft Order Reveal. So we're going to be seeing who gets the number 1 pick, all that fun stuff, some brand new teams, some teams returning, definitely a lot of shakeups. So let's get started right away. Number 8 pick, we got one of the new teams, the Berlin Mega Punch. So I actually don't know a lot about the new coach. He messaged my wife on Instagram saying he would be interested. He goes by Sharamo on the Discord. I know he's from Germany. He plays competitive. He's going to try and record some battles. I'm just happy to have him as part of the league. Interested to see what he can do here. But yeah, the Berlin Mega Punch, the number 8 pick, not a bad pick. You do get the back-to-back on the wheel every other pick, so you can definitely get some good synergy there. Next up, we got another new pick. It's the Buffalo Bidoofs, and this is Danielle, head coach of the Tokyo Togekiss, her boyfriend Zach. So Zach is joining the league down in the minors, but we're excited to have him as the Bidoofs. So will he be as big a meme as his mascot? We'll have to see. But now we go to the number 6 pick, one of our returning teams, Real Pokemon Joe, and the Daytona Colossal. Sickest logo in the society, if I do say so myself. But he's got a lot to kind of make up for from Season 1. He got bounced out early in the playoffs, so I'm sure he wants to make a deep run, try to make it up to the majors this season. Next up, with the number 5 pick, we have our runner-up from last season's minors, Chris, aka Chrisilanius, and the Diamond Desert Dwellers. So Chris definitely showed the most growth during the minor season. He's now part of the rules committee. So we're happy to have him coming back, of course. We'll have to see what the Diamond Desert Dwellers can do. I expect a lot out of them. Hopefully they've been studying up and they can take advantage of this singles format. A lot less prediction heavy than doubles, but still takes its own sort of skill set. Next up, another returning team, number 4, the Gardner Gyarados. Rob and the Gardner Gyarados. So again, Rob was one of those teams that struggled in the minors, so we'll have to see how he does. He does have Jake of the LA Kinglers to work with, his son, so we'll have to see if Jake, who does pretty well in singles, can help Rob to move up and compete for a major league spot after this season. Next up, we got another new team, the Memphis Muse, and this is Kevin, Anthony of the Pittsburgh Polteageist fiance, so we're happy to have Kevin joining the society, and the Memphis Muse, you know, one of the mythical Pokemon, so we'll have to see if he has the same sort of skills as Anthony. If he does, I think he will be a favorite to make it to the finals and perhaps even move up to the majors for next season. We will have to see. Next up, we got a team that took last season off but is coming back, Ian and the Seattle Shiny Sylveons. Excited to have Ian back. You know, one of my good friends IRL, so happy to have him as part of the league again. And yeah, I'm sure that he'll be doing well. He didn't do so well last time he was in, so hopefully he makes up for that a little bit. I'll try to help you, Ian. Don't worry. And last but not least, we got the Sin City Squirtles, who dropped down from the majors to the minors last season. They were Womp Womp, the 0-8 team in the majors. But Jason and the Sprouse Squad coming back. They are getting the number 1 pick. I didn't plan that, but that's what they get. So we'll have to see what they can do now as a member of the minor league, see if they can work their way up back to the majors in the singles format. So once again, here is the draft order from first all the way to the 8th pick. and I'm excited to see how these coaches navigate the different tier lists in the minors, what sort of teams they can come up with, because you can definitely do some pretty powerful stuff if you draft correctly in the minors. So it's all about knowing the power level of the Pokemon and how they fit on your team, instead of like lower tier sort of stuff. You know, you can really make a pretty overpowered team in the minors with the way that we have it if you have the knowledge that the other coaches don't. So yeah, pretty excited for that, and that'll be coming up hopefully May 7th is what I'm planning. We'll have to see, might have to push it back a day or two that weekend, but yeah, it should be that weekend. Let me know in the comments, if you're Sin City, who you taking number 1. Jason, Sprouse Squad, you better let me know who you taking number 1. Alright, guys. Hey, Socialites. I'm joined now by Jason, aka Sprouse Squad, head coach of Sin City Squirtles. Welcome to your first ever GPS tracking podcast, Jason. How's it going?
Hey, it feels good, man. It feels good. I think this is going to be a good season for my team. This season is going to be really good. I can't wait for the draft. And you know, see who's in the back. The last place is in the back, so my favorite is Star always. But
that is a sick poster. Can you like show that full thing? That's a sick poster. Yeah, look at that. The Kanto Showdown. I like that.
Yeah. And like underneath it's covered by my my cubes of my goodies. But
yeah, I have a few things in the back, but not too much Pokemon stuff. Generally, just some plushies and everything. But other nerd stuff, I got like Apex Legends on that shelf, and then Magic the Gathering on that shelf, and then a bunch of nerdy books.
Yeah, like
a punching bag I stole from my old job. So
most of the stuff I have up here are from either like that represent some of my friends that are in the community. So it's kind of a thing that we have little pieces of our friends. Like we like I have my Vegito.
Oh, nice. I lost your audio, Jason. I lost your audio.
Okay, can you hear me now?
There you go. Yeah, now I got you.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So what we're all about is we are the Sprouse Squad. So my last name's Sprouse. The squad is my kids and my wife and all my friends and family that come and support us. So everybody's a part of the squad. You're a part of the squad. That's the way it is.
It's the same thing as part of the society. All the teams and everybody part of the society. You got the society, you got the squad.
Yeah. So we do everything that any proceeds we get from our channel from anywhere, we donate it to our charity that is designated for PTSD awareness and anxiety awareness. So trying to help the vets out and all the people that have the mental health that need it and are afraid to go and get that help because there's a label about it. We want to cut that.
Yeah.
And we want to make it.
That's definitely a noble cause. That's a good thing to go behind. Can I ask, did you serve in the armed forces?
Yes, I did 10 years in the Army. Had some fun in Iraq.
Thank you for your service. I just want to say that.
I was a mechanic, so I worked on all the vehicles, so kind of had fun doing that.
Very cool.
Met a lot of good friends there. I wouldn't trade any of those people for anyone else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know how everything happens in the Army and in the military in general, and we're forgotten, and I don't want to let any of my fellow brother and sisters down, and if in any way I can support them, I can do it. And Pokemon changed my life, and I want to show the rest of the world, and my kids know that it does, because it makes you happier, it makes you joy, and we're doing this for everybody around. We're not doing this for us. We're doing this for everybody, giving back to the community. We got a cleanup going on in the community here that we're gonna do, So it's big things, man. Big things happening.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like you said, part of the squad, part of the community, giving back seems to be what the Sprouse Squad's all about. So I was going to ask you, but you kind of brought up one of the big things about your channel is kind of your story of, like you just brought up, how you kind of overcame, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you brought this up on your channel before, how you've kind of like fought depression, anxiety, and Pokemon was a big part of that. So I don't know if you wanted to share a little bit of your personal story or exactly like,
so
that part aspect.
So a lot. I used to play a lot of Call of Duty, even when I was in the Army. A lot of things triggered. I stopped playing for a while. I picked up Pokemon, and then we started picking up the cards again. And I was like, you know what? This feels good. I like it. You know what? I showed my son. My son liked it. I showed my daughter, and then I showed my youngest, and we just went crazy with it. And my wife supported me, and it just changed our lives. So everything's just been getting better from here.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, obviously, I kind of have a similar arc to you. I wouldn't say a similar story because obviously you dealt with stuff that me, a civilian, never had to deal with. So you have a different story. But just the arc of kind of like, having the games and stuff when I was younger. And then my wife and I, we just started a family. So it kind of like came at the right time of me kind of getting back into Pokemon. And now it's something that she's, Katie, the Denver Ninetales, she's part of the society, does very well. So it's something that we kind of can do like together as well. And obviously,
if you told me 10 years ago, I wouldn't, I wouldn't believe you. I would be here right now, doing what I do. But it's crazy.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And we're happy to have you, Jason. You're always, you got your community, but speaking from us, from the society community, you're always someone who, you're a vocal member, and I appreciate you, and you're a supporting member as well of that. And we at least I try to give it back to the squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I can, hopping in. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit more about your channel, Jason. So you guys have been doing some retro stuff. You've been doing some Heart Gold, some original Pokemon Snap. Are you excited for the new Pokemon Snap that's coming out when this airs? It'll be coming out tomorrow.
Yes. So we are doing a 6 to 8 hours of Pokemon Snap. If it takes us that long, hopefully it doesn't. We're going to get to it. We're going to be excited. We're going to have a whole bunch of giveaways. We have some exciting stuff to come. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope you can join in. We're going to do it live. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to stream it all on Twitch. So it's twitch.tv/Sprouse Squad.
Yeah. We'll link that below for everybody, the YouTube and the Twitch for Sprouse Squad, of course. So definitely make sure you subscribe and follow.
All my followers, all my subscribers, you guys need to check out Global Society too, because guys, he has some stuff that you need to know if you know anything about Battle League. Anything that comes to Pokemon competitions, you find it here on this channel. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I would say that your stream is definitely a lot more just kind of like for the fun of it, and then our channel is more like, hey, get into the nitty gritty. Yep. You're here to kind of like win and be the best, but we still try to have fun. I don't want to discourage anybody who wants to.
We have fun. It's fun.
Yeah, we do some goofy stuff even if we're still trying to win, but so yeah. So thanks, Jason, for talking about your channel and hopping on. Now, before you go though, I do want to kind of drop the bomb on you. The viewers probably already saw, but the Sin City Squirtles are getting the #1 pick in this season's minor league draft. So you got a lot kind of riding on your back. I'm not gonna put it all on your shoulders, because you saved us by hopping in for a team that kind of quit halfway through last season. So you didn't really have the Pokemon that you probably would have picked and everything. Unfortunately, we sent you down to the minors, but now with the number 1 pick, do you feel like this is a redemption arc?
Oh yeah, we might take the minors.
There you go. That's what I want to see. We got a few new teams joining in the minors, so I'll be interested to see who kind of like pops out. But I am rooting for you. And do you want to give away who you might pick with the number 1 pick, or do you want to keep that closer to the chest right now?
If you guys watch the next video, you'll find out.
Oh, okay. So we gotta you hear that, Socialites? You gotta go over, make sure you're subscribed and following Sprouse Squad, and his next video, he might drop you a nugget. So
yeah,
you gotta check that out.
You might get a little sneak peek.
Oh
but,
boy.
Definitely been looking at that list. That list has been on my brain all week.
There
So
you
yeah,
go.
definitely. Yeah,
Awesome.
I'll definitely let you guys know. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thank you for joining us, Jason. Best of luck this season in the minor leagues of the society, and we'll definitely be checking you out on Twitch and YouTube. Again, everybody, links down below for the Sprouse Squad. Give him some love. And as always, stay classy, society.